Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuoSarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the workshop system in Black Desert. So basically how you can get workers of yours to manufacture things or process things while you're out doing other stuff in the game. Quickly before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or you've been watching the videos on the channel and you still have not subscribed yet, please consider it. You'll stay up to date when new content comes out and you'll help to grow my channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it and let's give you a quick overview of this system. So if you go to any city here in Black Desert, you'll see all of the different houses. Some of these houses have the options to create workshops where you can either process goods, so you can make like plywoods or different types of woods. You can put stuff into boxes and crates to then sell at trade managers, so that's an alternate way of making money. Or you can use them to manufacture actual full-on goods like boats or things like that. Now those are the primary reasons why anyone would use one of these workshop systems, and in order to actually see which workshops are available at any given city, if you go to the top right corner of your screen, you will see this drop down, the second drop down that says all. So here you'll be able to see all of the different types of workshops you have. So for example, here in Heidel, we have a carpentry workshop, costume mill, old moon costume mill, shipyard, tool workshop, mineral workbench, all sorts of different workshops and benches here. I'm not going to sit here and read them all to you. If you're looking for a specific type of thing, so in this case, I'm actually going to look for a siege weapon workshop to show you as an example. It will show you your different options for siege weapon workshops. The reason I'm choosing this siege weapon workshop is because in order to complete Book 4 of Thieves' Encyclopedia, you need to create a siege weapon workshop, so let's kill two birds with one stone. So since we're going to do a siege weapon workshop, we have that selected from the drop down in the top right corner, and in order to buy the house, all we have to do is find one that we can buy. So I guess Heidel 7-2 I can. If you don't have the houses leading up to it, it will not be blue. So you'll pick like this gray one right here. If you click it, it'll tell you the stuff you need to purchase when you hit check purchase conditions. But in this case, I already have 7-2 open and ready to go. I want to do a siege weapon workshop. I'm going to purchase a siege weapon workshop. That's simple. We now have the house and it's starting to be converted into what it needs to be. So that's got 55 seconds. I'll be back in a second here. Now after that's finished, if we head back into the city of Heidel and close out the storage here, you will see that the siege weapon workshop now has this little cannon icon sitting next to it. So it's pretty easy to pick out from all the different storage places. At any rate, if we click on this building, you actually need level 2 for the Thieves' Encyclopedia. So to upgrade these buildings to higher levels, all you do is hit the level up button. And that's going to take another 2 minutes to do. So I'll be back here again in a second. So while that's actually going, let's take a look at hiring workers as well. I have a full-on guide on workers and nodes and a whole bunch of information, but your short TLDR version is you need to find the work supervisor for whatever city you're in. In Heidel, it is this dude Joel. He's located at the bottom of Heidel. Depending on what city you are in, it will be different. All you do is click the Find NPC icon in the top right corner and click the Worker button. This will place a big glowing line on top of the worker person here. So you just go to them and find them. So we go ahead and talk to Joel here. He has the option to contract workers. This costs you 5 energy to hire a worker. And you can repeatedly cycle through all of these different workers by hitting the View Another button. Or you can hit View Continuously and select a rarity that you want. So if you're looking for like professional and up workers that'll work faster, you can do it like that as well. Once you find a worker you're going to hire, just go ahead and hit the button here to hire the worker, hire worker. Now by default, every single city can have one worker in it. If you want to have more than one worker, you're going to need to get lodging for your workers. To do that, press the M key on the keyboard, click on the city or village that you're in the top right corner for the filter option, filter by lodging, and you will see all of the available housing that can be used for lodging. The exact same system applies. You click on the house and you can upgrade it to have more and more workers in each individual house. Like I said, my Heidel is packed already. So now that this thing's upgraded to level 2, we can begin crafting one of these items at either level 1 or level 2. We could do either one. But since we need to do the level 2 one for the Thieves' Encyclopedia, let's start with this one. Now to actually get started with the crafting, you'll need to click Manage Crafting. This will bring up the crafting menu where you'll be able to select all of your different workers that are at the location. So you can see all of my Heidel workers right here. And then you'll be able to select what you want to craft. So either level 1 or level 2 or level 3, 4, whatever level your workshop is, you'll see your options to craft. In this case, I want to craft this stun trap because it's what we need. So I need to buy some items. I'm going to need herbal gunpowder, melted copper shard, trace of violence, and blackstone powder. So I'm just going to go to the central market and buy herbal gunpowder, the melted copper shards, and I lied, we're going to make the venom trap first because all of the trace of violences are out of stock. So it's the same items, but instead I need an herbal poison. So just go ahead and buy an herbal poison. After that, head to the storage keeper for wherever you are, go to your storage, warehouse, and move these items into the warehouse storage over here. So to do that, just literally click on them. Bang, bang, and the melted copper shards. So now if we press the M key on the keyboard, navigate back into Heidel, click on the factory over here, go to the manage crafting option. You will see that the venom trap is no longer highlighted with a little red like cross through it. You can click on it and you can actually start the work. So all you gotta do is pick which worker you want to do it. It'll give you an estimated work time for completion so you can see which worker will be able to finish it the fastest. And you can send them on their way by clicking the start work button. So it gives you a time for completion here. In 17 minutes, this venom trap will be completed. And that's generally the idea behind these workshops. So now that you know how to use the workshops, how to hire the workers and all of that information, just a couple of locations that a lot of people tend to use to give you some starting places to mess around with. First one is in Port Ephyria. Port Ephyria has the Tier 3 shipyard. Tier 3 shipyard is super important because Tier 3 shipyard allows you to craft the Ephyria sailboat as well as the Ephyria frigate. Both of these can get sold on the market. They're really, really expensive. They require a lot of materials. You can see it listed right there as crafting materials. And fun fact, if you hit Control and click, it brings up a little pop-up so you can actually compare multiple things here in the recipes if you want on your screen. So it's actually a neat little thing if you wanted to see all these different things in the recipe tab here. You can pull them up and see what you're going to need. But the Port Ephyria shipyard, definitely a highly liked one. You then have the wood workbenches that are used for timber crates. So there's two locations that people do these. The first one is in Trent. So you got the Trent timber crates down here. So if we filter by the wood workbench option, that's the mineral workbench, but mineral workbench is the same thing. If we filter by the wood workbench, you will see that there is the option to make these timber crates. You can make a bunch of these, put them on a level 49 alt right into the desert and sell them on for profit if you have a very high trading level. And likewise, the other city where people do this is in Grana, which is at Grana 9, and that is because it is a further trade distance. So Grana is one of the furthest away cities from the Valencia territory. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it as far as the whole workshop system goes in Black Desert. It's pretty straightforward. You hire workers, you set them up in your little village thing, and you get them going. If this video is going to help you here in Black Desert, do let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you have ideas for other videos you want to see, please let me know. This was a Twitch suggestion from about a month ago. I'm just getting to it because we had all of the Nova information and all the cool season stuff that came out. So I've been kind of busy with all that, but finally starting to work through the backlog of videos people have requested. And if you have ideas, please, please, please submit them. I like making content that you will enjoy watching. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you at the next live stream over on Twitch, the next YouTube video, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.